you got to go look back in your history and find out who your fathers are, what they did. That means you got to come back to your heritage, black man. That means you got to come back to your heritage. Go back. Give me Lamentations. Lamentations. It's important. You got a question?
Yeah, I heard you yelling something about Hawaii. What are you yelling about Hawaii?
Hawaii. What's the status of the Hawaiian man in Hawaii?
You looking at my Hawaiian?
You didn't answer my question.
I don't understand that question.
Okay, all right. Pull up.
No, I'm good.
Good.
You can hear me. I can hear you loud.
So here's the thing, right? So we're talking about black people here in Hawaii, right?
Okay.
I'm a black man.
Okay.
I live in Hawaii, right? So where is our representation, our protection, right? We had sisters that we talked to, and they said that their children are being bullied in school. They don't have no man to stand up for them. If they get arrested by the police, killed by the police, beat up in the alley somewhere, who is going to protect them? Is there own people there to protect them?
Wake them up.
You heard something about Hawaii and you pulled over. Right. Did you hear anything else?
No, I just hear the screaming. No, I don't get that.
But Hawaii was legible through all of that stuff, right? You could hear it was audible through all of that. So when you heard Hawaii, you pulled over and said, "Let me go check out what they're saying." You was ready to defend Hawaii, right? Who is ready to defend the black man? Right? Is it your responsibility?
Bring it on.
It's our responsibility to restore our people in Hawaii. Right? So a lady came over here. She didn't hear what we said, just like you. She said, "Get out of here." We're saying no problem. We're saying that's what we intend to do. But where is the black man's homeland?
Africa.
Africa, what part? Because it's all kind of ethnicities in Africa. Not everybody in Africa is the same people. Right. So where are we? Who are we?
I don't know. You tell me.
That's what we're telling our people.
Right.
That's what we're telling our people, right? It's our responsibility to our people, right? You want to protect Hawaiians, right? The Maoli. That's who you want to protect, right? And that's your right. That's your duty to your people. We're saying we have a duty to our people. We have a duty to our people, and that's what we're coming up. We're coming up here showing in their history because a lot of people here don't know their history.
Right.
Do they teach black history in the schools? Yeah. Do they teach Hawaiian history in the schools?
Well, I've been out of school a long time. No, they don't teach Hawaiian.
They don't teach Hawaiian history?
No.
All right. So can I go?
We got our own struggles as Hawaiians, just like you guys.
Cool. And that's your responsibility to take care of that. You gonna stand up for your people? Absolutely. You want to know how I know that? Because you heard Hawaii and pulled up on us. Right. That's how I know you're going to stand up for your people. Now, here's the thing. The black man here in Hawaii has been beaten down so low socially that he's scared to even come out on the street. So when you see...
You guys hear about him.
Absolutely.
You're right.
You understand?
You're right.
You understand?
Right. But the thing is, you guys here, you guys doing them. But there's one balance here. There's one balance.
Absolutely.
You talk about being pushed down a kind. We've been pushed down. Our language was taken away. Our rights was taken away. Our lands was taken away.
What? You talking about the Hawaiian language?
Yeah.
What's the black man's language?
African? I don't know.
See?
I don't know. You guys don't know. I don't know.
Everything that y'all go through, everything that y'all have, it's been completely erased for us. So while there is even remnants of your language, there's no remnant of our language. Well, if I talked to somebody down there, I said, if white people disappeared like Avengers, disappeared off the face of the earth, where would you go to return to your homeland? You would stay right here, right here, and all this stuff would now be yours again, and you can govern your own people. Now, white people disappear off the face of the earth. Where is the black man gonna go? Exactly. That's what we're teaching. Give me Galatians 4:24. I'm gonna show you exactly where the black man's homeland is. But the thing is, our people don't believe it because we've been believing the white man and his established churches for so long. They've been whipping us so bad with these churches for so long that we only believe things that come out of their mouth. So when my big black lips say something, right, they don't believe it. That's why we must read it out the Bible. Right. Read. Galatians chapter 4 and verse 26. But Jerusalem, which is above, is free, which is the mother of us all. That's the homeland for the black man, Jerusalem. But today, just like the white man has stripped everything, and the white man now has Polynesian tattoos, and he says he's from Hawaii, right? He has taken our homeland in Jerusalem the same way, right? So now it's our job to fight and stand up for our people. Get that for me, Maccabees, First Maccabees, right? Restore the decayed state of our people, right? This is why we got to speak with the Bible. I don't have no power in society. Me yelling, everybody just shut up, right? But when the Bible come out, there's a level of respect. You either gonna argue with the Bible or move on. Right. That's why we use the Bible, because the Bible is our history book, and we can prove that. Read. This is the book of First Maccabees, chapter 3
and verse 43.
Right.
They said one to another, let us restore the decayed estate of our people.
That's what we're here to do. We're here to restore the decayed estate of our people.
Right.
We have our people here saying, creating an affinity with the Hawaiian man because the Hawaiian man has oppression, right? The Hawaiian man is oppressed, right? The Hawaiian man.
Whoever I let go, I don't feel oppressed.
Oh, cool. You know what? No, it's funny. The black man says the same thing, right? Because y'all say it. Because he has created an affinity with the Hawaiian man, right? But the thing is, y'all have a culture.
For me,
Go ahead.
you guys looking at me like this fucking guy not Hawaiian. I'm half
I didn't say
Hawaiian. No, but I'm half Hawaiian, half Mexican. Talk about the depressed or put down. They stole Mexico if you like go there. They stole Hawaii if you like go there.
I need you to look at this real quick. No, come here. Look at this. Because the Mexicans are our brothers, right? Look on this sign, right? What do we have here? Issachar. What did I say?
Aztec. And what about Benjamin? Because my name is Benjamin.
Cool. We talking about nationality, right?
Okay.
So is your father Mexican?
My father is pure Hawaiian.
Pure Hawaiian. Your mother's Mexican.
My mother is Mexican.
What about Puerto Rico or anything like that?
No, I don't know if I get family there, but
Okay.
I'm
Cool.
from Mexico and Hawaii.
Check the thing, right? So the things that's going on with Mexico, right? What's happening with Mexico right now? In the mainland.
You're trying to come across the border, we all see that.
Okay. All right. And there's other people that's trying to come across the border too. Who's that? You know?
Yeah, we can say that we get all these other cultures, but then we get all these other guys coming in to make trouble.
No, that's Donald Trump speak, right?
No, that's not Donald Trump.
No, I'm not saying that you're with Donald Trump, but I'm saying that's the same thing that came out his mouth. Let me teach you something real quick, right? So we just say it's Mexicans, right? Well, we also have all kind of Central Americans coming to the border because it's fine. Because of the oppression of the white man. They put democracy in there. They have their banking systems that destroy the country economically, right? So Haitians and Mexicans are the big picture right now. Haitians and Mexicans are at the border, right? They're lassoing our people. They're tying them up and dragging them by horse and putting them in these internment camps, these concentration camps, right? Now, America has been at war for over 20 years. Because I remember in high school when the war started, 9/11. Who were they at war with?
The guys in the Middle East.
The guys in the Middle East, right? Afghanistan, right? The Afghanistan has refugees that just came to America, right? Are they getting beat up at the border?
They're getting welcomed.
They're getting paid. But I thought they was at war.
Wake them up.
Now, this is what we're saying, because all people have been oppressed in some manner. But there's a different way that these people have been oppressed. So now, how long has America been at war with Haiti? They haven't. How long has America been at war with Mexico?
Oh, long time.
Absolutely not. It's a lie. They say it's the war on drugs. Where are these drugs coming from? When the drugs come into Maryland or something like that, the guns come into Maryland. Are black people, do they have boats? We got boats, so we own the ports? You think Mexicans is coming up to Maryland and bringing drugs by the boatload?
Bring it up!
No, that's the thing that we've been taught to believe, that they're oppressed. Read me Deuteronomy 20:15 one more time. If anybody listening, we are Israel United in Christ. We're teaching Black, Hispanic, and Native American heritage according to the Bible.
Right.
Come pull up and learn you something. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So this is Moses. You know anything about Moses? You said your name Benjamin, right? Okay, Benjamin. I'm gonna call you by Benjamin, right? So if you know anything about Moses, he freed his people, right, out of Egypt, right? Did he free the Egyptians?
Well, some of them, yeah. Whoever wanted to go.
They wanted to go.
Whoever wanted to
They wanted to go. Did he free them, or did he say, let my people go? Did he come there and say, yo?
He was a mouthpiece for God, yeah. God told Moses to go there and say, let my people go. Go tell the Pharaoh to let my people go.
Who's God's people?
Huh?
Hey, Brian the Van, come pull up. Your brothers is out here and we teaching about freeing the black man out of Hawaii. That's what you heard. That's what you heard.
Okay. No, but yeah. I think
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Okay, Benjamin, right? Here's the thing, right? It said all these commandments, if you don't keep them, you're going to be cursed, right? Who was given the commandments?
God gave Moses the commandments.
To give to who?
The people.
Which people?
All people. for?
No, we're going to find out, right? Because that's the doctrine of over there. I don't know if you go to that church. You go to that church? Right, which church you go to?
I have a relationship with Jesus Christ.
Oh, come on. That's what white people say, man. Come on. That's what they taught the people at the bottom to say, right? So let's find out who God's people are. Because if my big black mouth say it, it's not going to matter. Let's find out what the Bible say. Read.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 2 and verse 6. And thou, Bethlehem, in the land of Judah, are not the least among the princes of Judah.
Right.
For out of thee shall come a governor.
Who's that governor? You know?
Tell me.
That's Jesus Christ, right? Read.
For out of thee shall come a governor that shall rule my people Israel.
Who's God's people according to the Bible? Israelites.
Bring it out.
The same people that
you can only read pieces of the Bible and take certain texts out.
We were just in Deuteronomy.
No, but you cannot just take certain texts. You're reading me on certain texts. But as the Bible goes on, because of the disobedience of the Israelites, God said He'd open up to everybody. We're talking about God, we're talking about Hawaii, we're talking about everything that comes along with that.
Say it right. Say it right. We're not talking about Hawaii. We're talking about our people in Hawaii.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about. Hey, big bro.
He said, what's next?
What's next? Good question. What's next, right? So, let's establish what we must do, right? Give me Leviticus chapter 20. Drop that. Let's get Leviticus 26, and I think it's 42 that we got to acknowledge. Right? You said what's next? That's good, right? So it's important, right? All of the people out here have an identity, right? What's the true name of the black man? Right? Safaras, right? That's from Spain, right? Like the Moors from Spain, the Safaras. Those are Jews.
He's saying suffer, like suffer.
Oh, sufferers.
You hear the answer? You hear the answer of a black man's mouth who lives here.
Benjamin, you heard that? I said, what's the true name of black people? He said sufferers.
That's the name you guys shout.
No.
We out here calling ourselves sufferers. Come on, let's have an honest talk, bro.
No.
Right, read what you got.
Leviticus chapter 26 and verse 40.
Bring it out.
If they shall confess their iniquities and the iniquities of their fathers,
right,
with their trespasses, which they trespassed against me, and that also they have walked contrary unto me, and that I have also walked contrary unto them.
So God is saying, if they will confess, if they will take responsibility for the things that they've been doing, for the things that their forefathers left them, read,
and have brought them into the land of their enemies, if then their uncircumcised heart be humble, and they then accept the punishment of their iniquity, then will I remember my covenant with Jacob, and also the covenant with Isaac, and also my covenant with Abraham will I remember.
So that's what's next. We must take accountability. We must take responsibility and acknowledge that we've been breaking God's commandments from the get-go, right? So then will God restore us.
Now when we came up here, he wasn't doing this. But now that the word is coming out, you see what it stirs up in people?
We need to show forgiveness.
This is what it stirs up in people.
I have nothing against these guys.
My people.
And what?
My people. Come on. They're transgressing.
That's why we're speaking to the brother.
That's why we're speaking to the brother. To show him the error of his ways.
That's what the Bible says.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.